Want to grow lots of banana bunches in your backyard, even in a suburban climate? Most people get this wrong, but these 7 tips will change everything. Do you want to grow healthy bananas that actually give you fruit? I am going to share 7 simple tips that will actually make a big difference, especially if you are growing in a backyard or in the suburbs. The last tip I learned from experience, and I think it may be a little controversial, but I promise you it makes the biggest difference, so make sure you stick around for that. Welcome to Sweet Poppy Homestead. For those of you who do not know me yet, my name's Jess. We are a family of 5 growing lots of food in our suburban lot in Southern California with our edible landscape. Our goal is to eventually replace the grocery store in regards to produce and eggs, and you can check out this video to see where we're at with our goal. All right, tip number 1, you want to choose the right variety. Not all bananas are created equal. If you're not in the tropics, you have to pick a variety that can handle your climate. Dwarf types like dwarf Cavendish or ice cream bananas are much more forgiving and easier to manage in smaller spaces. We grow ice cream bananas here in our Southern California climate in Zone 9B. These are also called blue Java bananas, which is a cold, hardy, tropical plant that reaches 10 to 15 feet tall with a creamy, sweet, and unique flavor. Make sure to check out my video on the flavor description of our ice cream bananas if you're interested. I'll leave that link here. This plant thrives in Zone 8 through 11, and for context, like I said, we are in Zone 9B in Southern California, and the ice cream bananas are really happy here. All right, tip number 2, excuse me. Give them as much sun as possible. We put our banana plants in the hottest, sunniest place that we could. Bananas love heat and sunlight. The more sun they get, the faster they will grow. Aim for at least 6 to 10 hours of direct sun every day. If your plant looks slow or weak, lack of sun is usually the reason. Tip number 3, feed them a lot. Bananas are heavy feeders. Think compost, aged manure, chicken manure, or a balanced fertilizer on a regular basis. They especially need potassium to grow strong and produce fruit, so do not skip this step. Personally, I add lots of chicken manure and compost, usually about once a year. And we also regularly add food scraps directly into the soil around the banana plants without disturbing the roots, of course. And then we cover the food scraps with the soil. These food scraps will break down and provide vital nutrients that the banana needs. This is a natural way to provide lots of nutrients, and it's also easy and cost effective. Tip number 4, water deeply and consistently. Set up irrigation to ensure consistent watering. We have an app on our phone with our smart irrigation system, so we can change how much and when we water straight from our phone. We have the times and the days set up for when these plants are going to be watered, so we never need to think about watering the banana plants. I will list the one we use below in the description. Bananas need a lot of water, but they hate sitting in soggy soil. Deep watering a few times a week, we do too, keeps the soil moist, but not waterlogged. And make sure you have good drainage. Tip number 5, cut the banana flower when appropriate. So once you can see the banana rack with lots of bananas that have formed and there are no more additional bananas forming, you want to cut the banana flower off. This helps the plant focus its energy on growing the bananas. Tip number 6, provide the right soil. Aim for loose, well-draining, fertile soil. If you are planting in the ground with clay soil, you should amend it if you would like bananas sooner. If you are planting in clay soil, I recommend adding a raised garden bed on top of the area that you want to plant it in, so you can pick some of the soil that it will be growing in. I experimented with planting some of our bananas in our native clay soil, and it took much longer. It took years longer to produce bananas, whereas with the bananas in our front, we added the soil because it is a raised bed. And we got bananas within the first year of planting this very small banana pup, which a banana pup is basically just a baby banana plant. Tip number 7, don't remove the banana pups. Let me say that again, because this one's controversial. Don't remove the banana pups. This one is controversial because I see a lot of recommendations to control the pups or remove some of the small pups in order for the mother plant to focus on making bananas. We used to abide by this rule, but for the past 2 years, we have let the pups grow, and our banana production has more than doubled. So if you want lots of bananas, consider keeping more of the banana pups. Each banana plant produces a banana rack only once. So each pup that grows to maturity is like one more banana rack that you get to harvest. The banana plants can take over if you let it, so you may need to cut out pups to conserve space. So keep that in mind. All right, those are the 7 tips, but here's a bonus one for you. Cut down the banana plant after you harvest the banana rack. Since the banana plant only produces 1 rack of bananas in its lifetime, make sure to cut down the banana plant at its base when you remove the banana rack. That way you know which plant will not be producing, and you leave more room and energy for banana plants that can produce banana racks. We like to use and cut up the banana plant itself and either put it in the compost or use it as a mulch. You can basically use it like wood chips, and it's actually really pretty. I can show you in another video if you're interested. Just let me know. If you follow these tips, you'll be way ahead of most growers and much closer to harvesting your own bananas at home. Now is the perfect time to watch my video about 3 fast-growing fruits that we are growing here at Sweet Poppy Homestead that you can harvest in less than a year. You can check it out here. If you liked this video, please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out.